Hi, I'm Cory Stovall, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about baseball. Obviously, baseball is a complex game, and it's hard to sum it up in a couple minutes, but here are a few fundamentals that can help you on both sides of the ball. The three basic aspects of baseball are pitching, fielding, and hitting. Starting with pitching. Obviously, I think the most important thing with pitching is to throw strikes. If you throw strikes, you keep your infielders and outfielders into the game. Obviously, you move the game along a lot faster, which brings me to my next point, is the tempo. If you have good tempo as a pitcher, you can help your fielders stay in the game better, which they are going to help you better by fielding more balls because they're into the game. This brings me also, another thing you have to do as a pitcher is field your position. This brings me to the next point, is defense. When you're in the field, the basic thing, or the best thing to do, is to play little games in your head to keep you in the ball game. As far as, what am I going to do when the ball's hit to me? What am I going to do when the ball's hit to my left? What am I going to do when the ball's hit to my right? You know, who's on first? Is there somebody on second? What am I going to do when it's hit to the outfield? Where am I going to go cut? What base am I going to cover? These are all things that you ask yourself when you're in the field, and it'll keep you in the game. That way, when something happens, you'll know exactly what to do. Another key thing to defense is making the routine plays. This brings back the mental games also. Just making the routine plays means not being anything spectacular, you know, just doing the routine things, and that will basically win you ball games. When I talk about offensively, I feel like the main attribute that a hitter should have is patience. Offensively, you can also play mental games with yourself. When you're in the dugout and you see a guy that's in the lineup that's similar to you, and they're pitching him a certain way, like they may be throwing him a lot of fastballs, or they're throwing him a lot of off-speed pitches, then you automatically tell yourself, well, he's kind of like me, so I think they're probably going to pitch to me like that. So that'll help you when you go up there at your next AB. Another thing to think about as a hitter is what kind of job do I have to do? What scenario sets up for how I'm going to approach this at bat this time? Say there's a guy on second base and there's no outs. What am I trying to do in that at bat? What kind of pitch am I trying to get? Am I trying to get an outside pitch where I can hit it to the right side and move the guy up? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. These are all thought processes that you have to have in the on-batter's box, and you're setting up in your head, setting up these scenarios to get ready to hit for the mental approach. And these will just help you excel in the game. Also, another attribute I think a hitter has to have is like an unselfish attitude. That scenario that I set up with the runner on second and hitting behind him to move him up so the next guy can drive him in. That's just another unselfish that'll help you win a team game. When you start doing unselfish things on both sides of the ball and you start working for your teammates, that'll really help you excel in the game. And I just want to say thank you, and